So you thought he was cute?
No. The girl who I thought was cute was always promoting this nigga's shit. So I was like, I'm gonna find out who this guy is.
Is that the girl that Tony Roberts was like?
No.
Yeah,
bro, that was so annoying after a while because
both the comedians you had on both had some like female opinions about you type of shit. And
what does that mean?
Like they thought you were trying to fuck this girl. And Ali Sadiq was like, man, being seen with a white woman these days, man, it's nothing compared to how you back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, this is my co-host.
A lot of like comments do that shit. Like they be like picking the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah.
You see that a lot.
Were both those people the only woman in the room?
Ali Sadiq and Tony Roberts were on. I did an interview with them, and that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's why I had to get that little jab in earlier. I was like, I'm gonna be the biggest guest if I.
The biggest.
I don't know.
Big right now.
I say that because I don't know if you've seen my show. You know what I mean? I really have no idea if you've watched or any of the episodes and know how the show goes. So. Whatever. Hey, man, we here. We gonna freestyle it anyway, man. We got this. I'll be able to figure out where I want to go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Writer's Block with Bobby Brown Jr., all right? The guests and the people that y'all hear right now, we got my guy Christian Blaker in here. He's a comedian. We met at an open mic. We got the usual suspect. We got my guy Judah over here in the cut. Came in with the Timbs on. Hella late. Real urban energy in here today, man. I called him. I said, where you at? He was like, oh, man, I'm on the way. I literally heard the pillow cushions. I heard the pillow cushions soften. I heard the little, he still got the little, the wrapper on his bed. What do they call the wrapper? That's what I heard. The little kitty bed. That shit. To block you from peeing. I was like, get up off the piss blocker, bro. Bro, they got a pod to do.
Hold on, they make those?
Yes. You didn't know that's what that's for?
Can I get one?
All right, and then I got to give my guy some love. We got Mikey on the other side of the camera today. Mikey's here with us. Y'all will be able to hear him very vaguely in the background. We'll get a microphone for that position over there soon. But welcome back to the Writer's Block. This is episode number 42, I think. And I wanna start with love today. I want to start with some appreciation. But you already know what we got to do. I gotta get a little vibe going. I gotta set this thing off right, man. What kind of music you listen to, Christian?
Rap.
What kind of rap?
Hip-hop.
People. Hip-hop rap? That's the kind what is
spot here? I got called white like 3 times. You open and ask me my music genre. Fucking country, bro. What you mean?
Fucking country?
Don't get some Morgan Wallen in this bit.
Show your Spotify.
Playing over a country beat. That's what you want? Man, I asked you because Mikey was just talking about it, but this is also a music podcast as a comedy podcast, but I haven't, been much into that. I've been like diving more into comedy a lot lately, so he said the music is slipping. But anyway, let me get this vibe going real quick. Because I'm here to give some good news today. We're turning this up real quick. Shout out to everybody out there. All over the world. Let's go. Don't believe me, Joe. Hey. Shout out all the pretty ladies out there listening to the podcast. Shout out all the cool dudes out there who don't really speak up about it, but I see you, the king. Hope y'all feeling good, feeling great. We got a great show for y'all today. Hold on. I gotta get this line off. Boy, when you start a song like that, it's kind of hard not to fuck with it. I don't know. It's kind of hard not to fuck with it. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Writer's Block. I am your host, Bobby Brown Jr. In here, I got some very cool guys with me today. Viktoriya is not here with us, as you have noticed. Judah, what do you think about Vic not being here? Do you know why?
Fuck the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, Viktoriya. Viktoriya got the vaccine. All right, so I have fired her from the show. Totally kidding. I turned this down a little bit, by the way. Viktoriya got the vaccine, but and she was feeling a little ill the next day, as they say that that happens when you do. But we want to wish her a lot of love, a lot of support, and maybe you guys will see her again in 3 months. For now, we got a new white person in, you know, who's just as beautiful on the opposite spectrum. You know what I mean?
I'm the opposite.
Because she's a woman. You know, you're.
Yeah,
My bad. I'm sorry. I don't know. Give me your own intro then. What do you want to tell the people you are?
I'm a person.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Christian Blanker, the person. I think you're hilarious, and I have you on this show today because we have a special bond. I consider you in my brain. I've never said this to your face. You are my bomb brother. All right. We're both comics. We both been doing open mics and stuff. Do you know what I mean by that?
That I bomb a lot with you.
Yes, not even that it was a lot. It was just like my worst bomb. You went up right before. You know what I mean? Like you also bombed. So
that helps because you were like you're hilarious and you bomb a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing though, bro. Like that's part of the game, and that's why like I respect you so much because like I've literally seen you eat shit, and I'm not saying like obviously. Like, everybody eats shit, but, like, I've seen you eat it, like, maybe 2 or 3 times in the same week, and then you literally get back up the next night, and I admire that so much, because you don't, like, you're like, nah, this is good, like, I believe in this shit, and that's what I respect about you, because, like, that was always something that I struggled with, like, having that fear of, like, one bad show, and I'm done with this shit, man.
Damn, you see how bad some of my sets go, and you're like, I don't even want to do stand-up anymore.
I appreciate you being here, man. So yeah, we were just talking earlier. I don't know if you listened to the show or not. So like, I don't know. What did you bring up, Mikey? To where I asked him. I was like, I don't know if he listens to the show, but you were talking about one of the like
the 2 professional comedians that you've had on this podcast.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you was talking about, wait. Professional? What the fuck? Whoa. Shots fired.
Whoa, I wouldn't say shots fired.
One mic. Hold on. I don't know if the audience heard that. Mikey just said the 2 professional comedians that you've had on.
Oof.
Well, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Why do you want to hurt our feelings?
I mean, I guess I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. I guess what I was saying was, I mean, I think they get paid like a considerable amount more than you guys do to professional means you can make a living off what you're doing, right?
I think professional means that you're really, you're good at what you do and you do it.
Can we get a professional sound guy?
Dude, that's what I want to know too.
What are you talking about? I'm the sound guy. You missed the whole setup.
That was my point.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm just fucking with you, man. I totally understand what you mean. On that, like, this is something funny. I told Christian this, and he said, "Dude, you gotta say it on the show." But I was out with a girl, right? And I have a joke that I'm working on about this, about how like, she was like, "Oh, what do you do?" You know what I mean? Like we're talking, and eventually conversation gets to, what women care about when you're on a date with them. What do you do? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm a comedian. I do comedy. I do stand up and all this stuff. And then she was like, oh, how much do you make from it? And I was like, I make a lot of fun, And then she goes, oh, you're not a comedian. You're just a funny guy. And I was like, oh shit, girls can't joke at all, because that joke was mean as fuck.
No,
what do you think?
That's fucked up. Like nobody ever shits on women when they do stuff like selling hair or.
Vic's not here, so we're here to shit on women today. Nah, I'm kidding.
I was like, yo, this is already starting.
Everyone's doing
Listen, man,
now.
Viktoriya's not here with us, man. Who knows what might. I'm just kidding. But in that, like, I asked you to be on this show, and I didn't know. I asked you about music because that's how this show goes. I don't know if you had listened before. Have you heard anything that we've been putting out?
I've never listened to a full episode, but yeah, I've listened to like tidbits of quite a few actually.
And I thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. All right, what is your opinion, man? How do you feel? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, correctly.
I have to ask you this because I want to make sure that you're comfortable. I want to make sure that you got everything you good so we can get into the show.
Great.
And really.
It's the best podcast out there.
Hey, tell him. I have a gun to his head.
It's the best podcast in Jacksonville about comedy that has writer's block in the name.
Okay.
No, it's fucking great, man. You got something fucking sweet here, for real.
I appreciate that a lot, dude. All right, I want to start the show today with some love. I owe an apology to the audience out there, man, because Mikey, you and I were talking earlier. Like, I made a post today. Shout out to everybody who's been sending me the Spotify Wrapped and shit. You guys know about, like, how do you feel about Spotify Wraps? The shit that comes around every year people post?
It's real played out.
You think so? I watched you post
100%.
yours. I literally saw his.
I can't beat him, join him, bro.
All right. Fair. That's fair. Yo, that's fair. Juno, do you have Spotify? Or you be getting the rap
I
shit?
do the Apple Music.
Okay.
You know, I actually have class.
Okay. Well, yeah. I actually have
No
class.
Spotify over here.
Yeah. Well, so I posted those Spotify rap numbers, man, and like, I literally, those are the numbers that I've been seeing the whole time that I've been doing this podcast. Like, so like maybe like almost going on a year now. Like next month, this will be, I've been out for a year. I'm giving a round of applause. I'm here to be narcissistic today. Yes, sir. I'm giving myself flowers today, baby. But yeah, man. So, I've been looking at those numbers, and it's like I didn't know that what I was using the hosting site fucking was only giving me like 30% of my audience, dude. So I'm looking and I'm putting out all these shows, and I'm like, oh, this episode only got 50 listens. This episode only got 60 listens, 20 listens, 30. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in that, I'm like I literally for 8 months had no idea what the fuck was going on, and I'm just up late last night just doing some fucking searching. I switched over to like a different podcast host, just like listening to other podcasters talk about shit, and like it's really, really hard to find your analytics. Like it's really, really difficult to go and get, you know, how much you fucking like actually doing these things. And I found out, holy shit, fucking everything I was looking at was on Spotify, fucking, and all Spotify was showing me was 30% of my audience. They wouldn't show me Apple's numbers, they wouldn't show me Google's numbers, none of that YouTube shit. Our audience and on this fucking show is a lot larger than I fucking thought it was. I want to give y'all a round of applause and some fucking gunshots or something for y'all, man. God damn, there's so many more y'all than I thought there was, and I appreciate y'all. I almost cried last night, bro.
That's what I said about my kids, bro.
Man, it was insane. So I just want to thank y'all. This shit is real hard sometimes. Judah, our episode when you first started coming on, bro, that pushed us over 400 downloads, man. How do you feel about crazy. 400 people listening to your fucking high sleepy voice in a shoe closet? He told 400.
It allows you to do more, I guess.
He told like 400 people last week that he was like, y'all gotta use condoms up there, guys. You know what I mean? But he was saying it all scared and shit. Like it wasn't a podcast and with bass in his voice, nigga.
We're condoms now.
What?
That was good enough, right?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't convincing enough.
Okay.
It's Christmas time, ain't nobody wearing them.
Sushi game, man.
Christian, are you performing anywhere around Jack? What have you been working on? Have you been writing? What you been up to, man? Let's talk about you for a little bit. Where are you from? Who are you, dude? Like, who are you?
I'm actually the biggest guest you've had on this podcast in about 5 years from now.
All right, man. A nigga who believes in himself on this couch. That's what we got today.
No, I'm originally from South Florida, like Fort Lauderdale area. But I
Okay.
moved here when I was like 7 or 8 with my family. And I've been fucking locked in Jacksonville ever since. I don't really got a whole lot of shows coming up. I do have one in February. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You ever met Anna Lepoli?
No.
She's doing a show where she hosts.
Look her up. Anna Lepoli?
Yeah, she hosts
spell
comedians in drag. And so basically you gotta wear drag and do the whole show. And she's doing one here in St. Augustine in like February?
Anna Lepoli?
Something like that. It's like that. No, never mind. That's not her.
So you're doing drag comedy?
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to like see if I can get canceled before I have a career.
All right, tell me how this came about. I've never heard of a show like this before.
Me neither, bro. I have no clue.
How did you get booked for this show? Please tell.
Apparently, I look like I could pass as a girl. I don't know, bro. I met her a couple months ago, and she saw me doing some sets, and she was like, "You got controversy material. You want to do it on a controversial show?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Yo, what's up? I'm always trying to get some stage time."
Yeah.
And she was like, "You trying to come out on February to a theater?" And I was like, "To a theater? I don't even think I can spell that shit, dog, but I got you." No, but I'm always writing on something new, bro. I have a real bad, like, obsessive compulsive thing where if I'm not writing, even for like a couple of days, I'm like, you are the biggest fucking fake in the world.
Yeah.
You loser piece
bro,
of shit.
We put out an episode called Imposter Syndrome, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Like when I'm doing like podcast stuff or like I'm out and I'm not writing, I literally feel like some voice in my head like, oh, you don't want to put time into writing this down, you piece of shit, you don't deserve this.
You're gonna bomb tomorrow and you deserve it.
All right. I don't want to give away your material, but you have been posting some clips on your Instagram, right? Do you care if we play one of the comedy reels on the show?
Don't play that last one because I got way less engagement.
All right, I'll let you pick. Because I gotta start posting more reels of my stand up. I don't ever post like the last episode that was the first time that I've ever played a clip of my stand up on the show, which I didn't even realize because the show started because of COVID and shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like Mikey actually we were hanging out over the weekend at Waffle House, and he put it in perspective for me. A lot of people fucking see me as like they know my podcast and my content first before they know that I was like a stand-up comedian. Yeah. So we were talking, he was like, yeah, like he called me a internet comedian. Like, what'd you say? You said internet comedian guy?
I mean, they do great. So I mean, you shouldn't be mad at that. Internet comedians do great nowadays.
But you didn't call me a stand-up comedian. I don't know exactly what you called me. I think you called me a content guy. I think that's what you said.
I mean, because right now, I think everyone sees you as a content creator compared to a stand-up. And I think from what I've got, what you want to be is a stand-up that creates content.
Yes, because I was a stand-up comic first. You know what I mean? And yeah, when he said that to me at Waffle House, I was like, all right, I don't really like this. What the fuck off? Dude. So like when I hear shit like that, I'm like, I feel so guilty when I'm not writing or doing comedy. Like,
so it's always that, bro. It's always like trying to find a balance of that too. But at the same time, it's weird how like it has this weird negative connotation around it. And I get it too, because I hear like internet comedian and I'm like, oh, you fucking skit with a girl with a fat ass in the profile. Fuck off. Yeah. You're not putting in the real work. Dude. You're not here bombing your ass off trying to make sure that 30-second joke is fucking great. Bro, God damn it.
Yeah.
No, I definitely feel that. But at the same time, like, it's harder to find a bigger audience through just stand-up. Like, think about every stand-up who's big right now. Except, like, the A-list Netflix specials. They're all known because they're podcasts, bro. Like,
see, with that, like, I think, like, that's just a misconception because of the internet, bro. Like, I've literally been, like, seeing, like, the old way still works. Like, the old fucking ground and pound and in your fucking face, like, get these people one by one. Like, the way that I'm looking at, the way that I'm learning is, like, the only way that my podcast can blow up how I want it to blow up is if I get good at stand-up comedy. I'm telling what I do now. Like, I pass out flyers one by one, or I'll go up to like a group of people I see, and I'm like, hey, I do this. I do a comedy show. You should check it out. But like, if I'm funny on stage to a room of like 500 people who don't fucking know me, I can at least leave with 50 new people who can fuck with my show. Yeah. So like that was where my whole like fight came from. Where it's like I really want to be good at stand-up. You know what I mean? Like I really want to be seen as a stand-up comedian, and I didn't know that people weren't looking at me like that until I had a conversation with him, and that was like, oh shit, how do I fix this?
Yeah.
So I started coming out more. That's why I started going to those shows, dude.
Let's fucking go. No, it's also like you have a weird respect for stand-up, the same way that I do. Like, it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it's like this strange thing where like I want to be considered a stand-up first. Yeah. I don't want to be considered like even comedian. Like, comedian's a weird term because so many people on the internet now are just random people like, haha, look at me try and play with my little brother in the kitchen. I hit him in the head and run away. That's a joke. And it's like
the intro of this show. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend about the show. At Maybe Bobby, you can subscribe here. Judah is on the show, but Judah's not a comedian, so all of his credits so far they say funny guy. I don't like if you the last like 3 or 4 episodes, it pops up Judah, funny guy. Because I have that like I have a certain respect where I'm like, no, dude, this is just a different world. I want to be that. And I'm actually teaching him about the world of comedy. He's been coming out to the Comedy Zone with me and going to these shows. You have yet to come to an open mic, but do you have any expectations from what you've seen or heard us talk about, like bombing at these shows? Because Christian was on the show that I told you about where I performed for that one blind dude with dreads.
Listen, if I'm there and when I be there, I'm going to contribute to the laughter. So all I got to do is start laughing. You just need a lead laugher.
Yo.
Be that guy, and I'm going to sell it for you. That's all you need.
You really do need a lead laugher. That's exactly. Like, bro, you just coined that term. I think you just will. Right. That's the name of this episode, the lead That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Man.
I was gonna say, if you're doing a podcast with a comic and you're labeled the funny guy, you might be the funny guy.
Dude, this man is hilarious, bro. When I tell you Judah is just absolutely stupid, man, I love being around this guy. I'm trying to convince him to become a podcaster, man. I'm trying to drag more people into this.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of fun doing it. And more recently, I'm trying, like, this whole thing I have where I'm trying to become a narcissist. I'm trying, because I never, like, give myself, like, I'm never like, good job, Bob. Like, I don't, you know, I don't ever, like, reward myself for anything that goes on. And, like, fucking, like, finding out that I'm getting 30 downloads an episode to actually being, it's, like, fucking 250. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, no, like, good job. Like, so I'm trying to, like, I tell myself great things now. And I'm like, for the next year or two, I'm better than everyone. That's my thing.
Like positive affirmation.
What are you laughing for, dude?
You're so conceited right now.
Yo, I am. I have to be, bro, because that's the only way that we're gonna get up to where we get up.
Hey, I agree with you, bro. You gotta overcompensate for that
All
shit.
right.
I'm the best fucking comic in the world, bro. Fuck you, me.
I'm a horrible host. I totally forgot because I started talking about myself. Pick your clip that you want us to play for the audience to listen.
Prove a point.
This is Christian Blaker _ on Instagram, guys. Which joke is this? You want to preface it?
It's the drunk person at my show. A drunk lady at my show.
Oh, shit. Tell us. You want to tell the story about what happened? Let me just play.
You want me to tell you the story or the joke?
I'll play the joke.
There we go. Fuck yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, let me give you a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Blaker at Rain Dogs is where that set was from. So talk about that joke. Like, I love that joke. I've seen you perform it a couple of times. I noticed in that clip there was one line that you didn't use.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Where she called me Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like one part of my favorite part of that joke.
Yeah.
But I didn't figure out that angle until like the second week of telling it, and that's like the second or third time I told that joke.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I didn't see this from the outside looking in, but when I first started posting clips, I posted one joke that was like, it didn't bomb, but it didn't like hit. And it was kind of like a mediocre reaction from the crowd. Mm-hmm. Even though I thought it was like one of my better jokes at the time. A girl that I was talking to was like, hey man, like I see you posting stuff that's super dope. Like I can tell that like that one was kind of just an off one. And I was like, I mean, I thought the joke was better, but from the outside looking in, she's like, no, you could just feel like they didn't like it that much. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to post like the better version of that joke in my opinion, but that was the biggest hit that I had for it. So I was like, I'm going to post it with the biggest pop.
Yeah, I love that joke. I love the punch up where you're like, when she puts your name in it, like, I think, like, we just had a conversation over time. I gotta read it again, but you made such a profound point of, like, we were talking about writing and, like, doing comedy and, like, working on jokes. It's crazy how, like, you don't have, like, all of the joke when you first started. And that's something that like, we were talking and I was like, bro, like, that's something that I always feel like I have to do. Like, joke writing is so hard for me because I'm like, oh, I gotta go write a joke that like has a point and is long and elaborate and it takes up a chunk, you know what I mean? But like realistically, it don't start like that. You don't find the funniness until you work it for a little bit.
Right. Dude, the mental struggle of like trying to overcome writing a joke is more than anything in comedy. Like legitimately, you think the struggle is like getting on a stage, but once you've done it, I mean, it sounds dumb. Once you've done it like 40 or 50 times, that is a lot. I get it. But once you've done it to that extent, the fear of getting on stage only lasts like when you're there. And it's no longer like, I'm thinking about this outside of it. The real mental struggle is like, damn, dude, like, I don't know if this is a joke. I don't know how to write jokes. Like, this isn't funny. This is going to bomb.
Yeah.
And the whole time you're like, I don't have a punchline here yet, but like, you might have a semblance of an idea. But when you really start working it on stage, even if you don't have a full fleshed out thing, you start to understand like, oh, bro, I'm just like stressing this whole thing in my head. Like, this is fine. I can just take this on stage, work with it a little bit. Maybe it doesn't work and we figure it out. But that mental struggle of writing the joke, dude, you should see my notes. It looks like I have shot up a lot of schools.
What a great landing. I was not expecting that. I totally know what you mean, dude. I played my set for Judah, and like that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do because like these things to me, bro, like my jokes when I'm like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna like this. I don't really want like that's like fucking letting you see because like the set that you saw, that was my first time ever doing those jokes. Like, you know what I mean? So like I didn't know how it was gonna come across. I didn't know how things were gonna happen, and that was what I was pretty much scared of. But I feel the exact same way a lot of the times when I do write shit.
No, the vulnerability of like, even right there, bro, I'm like sitting here sweating bullets. You're like, let me play a joke. I'm like,
well, I mean, I've never done that before when I've had another comedian on the show. Actually, that's a lie. I played Ali's clip. But, like, it's just Ali said, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Like, there's some random fucking comic in Jacksonville shit talking to me right now.
Oh my God. Let me get some hold.
It's like, I do y'all a favor. I become a guest on your podcast, and this piece of shit walks in the room 2 weeks later.
Dude, Christian, I think this was you. Me and Christian were talking about, like, the podcast when I first met him at CBD in Cava, which is an open mic on Thursdays. You guys should come out and watch us work out some material like we're talking about. You're going to come to a show, Judah?
I'm coming to the show.
All right, before New Year's is up?
You know, the work is tight, you know.
Still the way my bank account set up.
No.
Nah, this man's going to Cali. He don't care, bro. He rich, bro. I really brought Judah here to fund this podcast. That's what I really brought him for.
Wait, fuck the podcast or fuck the podcast? Guest.
Smoke the podcast. Smoke the podcast.
But yeah, you guys, there's a couple shows that I'm going to be working out on a lot more. Tuesdays at Voussoir. It was at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You guys can come see me. You can come see Christian. We usually go there to try some jokes out. Where is that? Do you know like how to describe it?
It's in Mayport in Jacksonville. It's
okay.
all the way bumfuck Egypt. You know that base that people get worried about, like having like terrorist attacks hit? Yeah, it's right near that.
All right, you guys come out to bumfuck Egypt and 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. Wednesdays I've been going to the Walrus. Murray Hill, Daisy Tackett runs that open mic. It usually starts around like 7:30, really 8 o'clock. It just depends. But you guys come out there. It's a really nice spot. And I've been having a lot more like fun there lately. It's been growing.
One of us.
And then Thursdays we already told you CBD and Cava Cafe at what's that 9?
Yeah, something like that. Whenever CJ wants to put out a cigarette and start the show.
Dude, I love CJ so much. CJ Couch guy, shout out to him. Not really.
You'll get like 7 messages after this. For sure. Dude, why are you such an asshole?
Dude, fuck, I was gonna say something about CJ, but I forgot as soon as you made me.
No, I love CJ. I just like fucking with him.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, yeah, you guys come out and like I'm working on a new like 15, 20. I kind of want to put out a little like comedy album next year, like just something, bro. Who knows, man? Like I've really been able to visualize a lot more how I want my comedy career to go, and that's why it's been so easier for me. So much easier for me. When did you start stand up?
Funny enough, I'm like a week away from a year, so I'm not super far in.
Holy shit, dude! All right, I'm gonna round of applause for that. I'll give you some air horns also, man. So what made you start stand up? Like I did not know that you were that like
green.
Yeah, is that the term? I don't know. I'm still green, dude. I fucking don't even know.
I mean, it is.
Yeah. No, I mean I'd rather feel like that than feel the other way because like it's weird, but as I started seeing like brand new people coming out, I'm like, damn man, I'm not fucking new anymore. I gotta get this shit together.
Yeah.
But no, what got me into it was just like a lot of like my upbringing with it, bro. I don't know. I had a lot of like exposure to comedy.
Like what? Talk about it.
The earliest days, like Mad TV really formulated a lot. And as much as Mad TV doesn't hold up that great anymore, when you're like 7, you're like, oh my God.
What were you watching?
Bro, Bobby Lee was my favorite on Mad TV. Just racist Asian accents. I was like, this
Bobby
is the
Lee,
funniest
Mad
guy
TV.
in the world, bro. Oh my God. Bobby Lee was killing the terrible roles they put him in. Look at him in that wheelchair, bro, with Michael Key. Oh my God.
This right here?
Yeah. Did you ever watch Mad TV? No?
So, funnily enough, me and Mikey, once again, were just talking. I keep giving Mikey a lot of love today on this show.
Big ups.
Dude, so there's a lot of stuff where, like my whole angle of, like, how I got into these things was totally different, bro. Like, there's a lot that I don't know about what I'm into.
Yeah.
I have never seen this before, no. That's why I looked it up. This is the first I've ever seen it.
I mean, it doesn't hold up.
My intro to comedy was much different than this.
No, I mean, I had a lot of different factors in it, but that was just like one of the earliest iterations, like comedy having like a real impression on my life.
Okay.
I watched Family Guy really young. I was probably like 5 or 6 also as like a group thing. Like my mom remarried my stepdad, and he had like a weird fucked up sense of humor. As much as he's like a lot of other things, I did get a good bit of sense of humor out of him.
Okay. Honestly, now that you've said that, listen, like thinking of your jokes, I'm like, yeah, because you definitely have the kind of jokes where it's like, oh shit, he just said that shit. Oh my god. Like,
yeah, you're the one where people don't want to book me on their shows. Yeah.
Listen, man, it's very tough being a white male comic right now, saying what you like to say.
Hey, man, it's not that tough. You just gotta say it and then just pretend to be nice to people when you get off. You're like, I didn't mean any of that, dude. I love this room and this place.
Judah, do you have anything that you wanted to talk about today? I gotta fumble through my notes before we get to the next thing. But what you thinking about, man? Talk to me. Let's go to. We got a segment on the show called Bullshitting with Judah. And actually, let me a little jingle. Wait, not this one. This is Bullshitting with Judah. How do you think? What do you think about that? Was that cool? Was that a good intro?
I don't got no bullshit today, but we're gonna come up with something. One more time.
All right, you ready? You want me to make the intro longer this time?
Yeah.
All right. This is Bullshitting with Judah. All right, man. You want this one? Bullshit.
I mean, that one was more Twilight Zone. It gave me a little.
You got the rainbow over
yeah.
on that
Yeah.
All right. What do you got today, man? What's on your brain?
What's on my brain?
You've been quiet in your little corner. What you feeling, man? Talk to me. What do you think about this?
Well, I just really had a question, really, about
What's up?
The whole comedy thing, right? So y'all think like when y'all have like different age groups of people, like it affects like how your jokes are presented?
Yeah, absolutely,
right.
dude.
So like, do you think like, okay, when you have an older like group, you like, okay, I think I'm gonna do better, but when it's younger, you think I'm gonna do worse? Like, because comedy develops with the like what you've seen, like.
Yeah, so
you go first, Chris.
I mean, it depends, honestly, even with age demographics, because like your demo breaks down too. So like white and black rooms are super, super different.
Oh my god.
So like an older black room kind of gives you a lot of leeway. Like as long as you're funny, they don't give a fuck what you're saying.
Yeah.
But an older white room is like super touchy sometimes. Like sometimes they're like, dude, do whatever you want. And sometimes they're like, did you just talk shit about my God? Like, maybe. Fuck. I don't know.
I feel that, literally, I just got my first introduction to, actual black rooms. Like, I performed in front of black people, but, being in a black room, bro, and I bombed so hard doing, how I usually do jokes. But, I do jokes in, white rooms, how I do, and they really fuck with me a lot more. I haven't figured out just yet, I haven't done enough of each to, know the difference of how things go, but I absolutely feel you definitely got to work a different kind of thing. When it's older people, I add a couple of jokes in the front, older people help me out a lot. When older people laugh at my jokes, because if they start, if older people start laughing first, everybody's gonna laugh. Yeah. If the older people are in on the show, and my name is Bobby Brown Jr., I have the easiest fucking intro for older people that I can talk to on the show. You know what I mean? I don't know what this was. I've never done that before.
I like that though, man. About the business.
But I feel for me, it's not so much about the age, bro, because that's kind of our job. You got to be able to entertain any audience. That's the challenge. You got to find what could work at every twist and turn. Obviously, you tweak things, you don't use things, but it should never be oh, this audience is this age, so I can't make them laugh. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, 100%. Also, it's weird because you want a weird sweet spot too. You don't want a bunch of 18 to 25-year-olds. It seems like that'd be kind of my demo. But bro, with I know it sounds shitty or whatever, but with where the culture's at right now, as far as you said what?
It's sensitive.
Yes, yes, they're definitely on higher alert for things that buzzwords. And what's crazy is stand up is about nuance. It's about I'm gonna say some wild shit, but I'm gonna explain why that wild shit is kind of okay, or at least my standpoint in it, so you can see where I'm coming from. And they hear one buzzword and they're like, nope, I don't like any of this shit. And you're like, well, the joke was actually about the people that you don't like. So, if you would have let me get my chance, you would have understood where I was coming from. So you want, a 25 to 35 is, the perfect sweet spot. Yeah. People who got kids, who don't have time for that bullshit. People who are trying to, just let themselves relax for the night. it's literally like the sweet spot. Also, black rooms are so much easier for me to do right now because they don't give a fuck what you say.
Hey, all right, listen, man. I love when white people come up here and big up black people. That's what this show's about. I got to give you a round of applause. You know what I mean? Very inclusive comedian, Christian Blaker. No matter what the internet tells you about his jokes, people.
I'm going to have a joke that'll still offend you. You wait for the next one, it'll probably help you. You'll be like, yeah, this guy's on my side now.
That's one thing I did enjoy about leaving Tallahassee. Like, I started comedy in Tallahassee, Florida. And, like, a lot of that crowd is much more, like, fucking easy. Like, they love, like, the SNL jokes. Like, just, like, you can't say anything crazy. And, like, coming here and, like that helped me a lot because I've watched people like you on stage and like Emery. And I'm like, you guys, like, gave me the confidence to be like, yo, like, fuck that shit. Like, you don't gotta be cookie cutter with that. Like, you can, you know, like when you said something to me in the text and I thought it was fucking perfect, like, describing comedy. You were like you gotta set up an expectation and, like,
to portray it.
Yeah, to portray that shit. And, like, you and watching them, like, y'all are the ultimate, like, well, for me, like when you said that, like, to me, I'm like watching y'all and I'm thinking about the jokes that I've seen you do. Right. And I'm like, oh shit, like that's the ultimate thing of, like, oh, like, this is the expectation, and now I'm gonna go way the fuck left with it, and you're still gonna laugh.
Well, you can see, like, the objective of what you're trying to do more. It's all, instead of being like, I need to say something funny, which is really all you have to do. Yeah. But you see, like, a weird, clear cut thing, you're like, oh, I can do that. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but I know I can do that.
Okay. Mikey, you good over there? Are we bored nerding anybody, like, nerding out about comedy? You're all bored? You all cool?
No, fascinating conversation, man. 100%.
Absolutely.
We can talk about pop culture. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, we got some topics. We got some topics, man. But I really wanted to get to know you and get to know how you're doing comedy because, like, that's the whole part of this, man. Like, like, I'm finally starting to put this together, like, how this can go, and, like, see, like, my eyes were just opened so much in the last week, and, like, these are the conversations that I would hope to have with friends who I'm meeting when I'm doing these shows. We're literally at the bottom feeder fucking shows performing at 12:45 in the fucking morning, and, like, we're having a good time. You know what I mean?
Teeth somehow, bro. Hey, big shout out for when I do meet him. Hell yeah, man. Like, every angsty white teen, I forgot to mention, Dane Cook, 100%. Okay. Probably is
why you started comedy.
Why I'm in stand up.
Do you have a top, like, you don't have to say like best, but, like, do you have a personal favorite, like, top 5, top
stand ups?
Yeah,
of, like, all time right now.
All time.
Schulz is fucking killing.
I'm gonna ask you as well because we haven't talked to you about that yet. So think of yours, Judah. Go ahead.
Schulz is fucking killing.
Oh, dude, I love Schulz. I love Schulz.
Gotta be, like, the most successful in what stand up is supposed to be comic right now.
He just did the Florida Theater on December 5th. Did you go? Did you know?
I meant to go, but no, I didn't.
His tickets sell out.
You know what's crazy? Today is December 5th, and he's there tonight. Like, so we're actually recording this, and the show's tonight at, like, 7:30.
I would 100% go tonight.
What's up, Andrew? You trying to come out and see my set, bro?
Let me see. Go ahead with your top 5. Let me see if I can pull it up. See if maybe it's...
No, Andrew's fucking crushing it right now. I went and saw him in Orlando, actually, like 7 or 8 months ago. It was really good. He had a couple people open for him, and that was interesting because, like, I did an open mic with one of the dudes who opened for him, like, 2 weeks later, and I was like, damn, bro, I'm like a hop, skip, and a jump away from you. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, Andrew Schulz, you got 4 more.
Mark Norman is a murderer.
Dude, Mark Norman is fucking hilarious, bro.
Mark Norman is a joke machine, bro. If there's one person I'm trying to, like, not replicate, but I'm taking hella inspiration from as far as, like, the angles of jokes, like, how many jokes, Mark Norman for sure. Their whole gang is fucking killing it. Sam Morril's really good.
Dude, I watched Sam more. I've been watching a lot more of, like, his clips and stuff. Like, dude, in the pandemic, he grinded his ass off, and I got to give Sam Morril props. That's 3. You got 2 more.
Bro, these are great names, by the way. Rooftops. Yeah. Whole special of rooftop comedy. Damn, man, you really.
Honestly, I didn't love comedy that much at that time, bro. I didn't go do no rooftop shows. When it was cold, nigga. I did 1 show outside, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Let me get this podcast popping because god damn.
Bro, I wish we had rooftops. I wish I was doing stand up then. I guess I can't say we didn't. I didn't even know about it then. But no.
2 more.
For just straight stand up, of all time, Bill Hicks is fucking great.
That's 4.
I really am not a big fan of a lot of the old time big people. Like, I could not get into, like, Sam Kinison. Okay. I can't really get into Terrell Pryor. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
I did, funny enough, somebody who just screams and shouts and is angry. Lewis Black had a big impression on me young. I mean, George Carlin. I mean, you can obviously say the people that everybody
Yeah.
cliche says.
Well, I mean, nobody on this show has ever said that. You're the first ever.
All right,
so.
well, now it's not cliche. And you say George Carlin, you stole my shit.
Yeah, literally, like
when my camera, I keep looking at it. I don't fucking know, bro.
This is everybody's camera. There's one camera getting everything.
I don't know.
But shout out to Mikey for handling that today. I appreciate you. He asked me to be here, which I love and appreciate people like that. So, you know what I mean? I got to give my guy some love.
Fuck yeah.
Let it be known. I go, hey, Bobby, if you ever need like a fill-in spot, just let me know. I'll fill in. He goes, yeah, dude, come by tomorrow. about 2 hours before, he goes, oh, by the way, you're operating the camera. Dude, I told my girlfriend told her mother, Mikey's going to be on a podcast. And then like an hour before, I was like, yeah, it turns out I'm running background. We're in this thing now.
But listen. That's what I'm learning in this podcast space. I've had a lot of people. This is my second podcast. I've dealt with a lot of personalities on the show. You know what I mean? When you got to give people a job when they want to get in on it. They're good at what they do. Yeah. You bring them back around. Hey man, here you got a microphone now. What's your opinion on this? You got a
test run.
And he's doing a phenomenal job, man. He's doing a phenomenal job. So I'm not gonna say her name if you don't want, but Mikey's girlfriend and Mikey's family. Mikey will be on this podcast again, and you'll be able to see him right on this couch next to me sometime.
Oh wow.
You want to just switch? Nobody even know.
Oh man, but that was a great top 5, man. I love your top 5. For me, dude, like, also yes, there's tickets for Schulz tonight. They're $93 in the orchestra seats.
Yeah, you said he sells out quick, and I'm gonna say he don't sell out quick in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, dude, it's
93
in
in orchestra though. That's not bad at all. 93 for orchestra.
No, the seats are fucking gone.
What is this? 8 o'clock?
Yeah, except for these corners, the seats are fucking gone.
Yeah,
I'm going to see Dion Cole here in February, bro. Like, fuck all that. So Dion Cole would be like my favorites, bro. Like, obviously Chappelle. I got the fucking picture over there. Dave Chappelle. Ali Sadiq has been one of my favorites forever.
Plugging people that were on his podcast.
Yeah, no, but listen,
this man has a deal.
I was watching that show.
He's like, in hopes that they come back one day.
I'm saying, that was been one of my favorites, but that was when my I was like, I'm a comedian. Yeah. That's when I was like, I'm a comedian now. Like, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
No, I mean, that shit's honestly wild. I'm giving you shit.
But that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? I get it. We're friends.
And fucking put your goddamn hands.
Listen, you can give me shit. I'm a narcissist now. I'm giving myself the flowers. I told you. I'm a narcissist for this next year. I'm telling y'all. Dion Cole is up there, one of my favorites, dude. He's absolutely hilarious. I think his jokes are very great. Yeah. And then someone who got me into comedy, bro. Do you know Mike Burbiglia?
Yeah.
Dude, Mike Burbiglia. I used to listen to his jokes traveling back and forth from here to Tallahassee, like laughing my fucking ass off, dude. And then let's see, who else would I put as like a fave who I like to watch? Right now, I'll say, obviously, Patrice O'Neal is like one of my go-tos. Right. But him, and then I'm going to say, I've been watching a lot more Sam Morril, like when you mentioned him earlier. I've literally been watching like a lot of his specials for the last like 2 weeks. Yeah. I didn't really know about him much before then.
Yeah, no, I take a lot of inspiration from all of them, honestly. They just they're real good joke writers. And I think that's part of like what I respect a lot about stand-up is just like, writing a really good joke is pretty fucking hard. And even if you're bad at stand-up, doing a really good joke, it's still gonna work.
And we were just talking crazy. Because like fucking the hardest thing for us is like, what is a joke? Right. Like where can you cut it off and that's like considered a joke?
Base level is so hard to figure out all that stuff. But that's what part of makes it so nerve-wracking is like not only do I have to perform in front of people and I'm the center of attention, but it's like I don't even know what stand-up is.
Yes, dude, absolutely. Judah, give me your top 5 comedians, man. Who do you like to watch? Who are you feeling?
Number 1, like you said, Dave Chappelle is definitely up
This is a fucking Homer podcast.
Homer is from Ohio. No, I'm kidding.
But who else I got? Gabriel Iglesias. I like.
Dude, Fluffy.
I'm leaving.
All right.
I'm out of here.
You don't like
find a new camera guy.
Damon Wayans.
Dude, legend. Fucking legend.
Man. Most of these people are like I got my mom's DVDs, you know.
Yeah, right. That's how I literally, my first comedy watching, I had the VCR tape of Kings of Comedy. Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Bernie Mac, and Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah. You got 2 more.
Oh, Bernie Mac.
Okay. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac, man. They put his show on Hulu, man. Y'all go watch that. Bernie Mac show on Hulu.
Yeah, shit. We live.
All right, you got one more.
Tommy Davidson.
All right, okay, that's a good list. That's a good list.
Your back half's way better than your front half, bro.
You ever said that too?
What you mean? I've been hitting on him since I got here, bro.
Dude, imagine like you get it, like just fuck with your girl one day. You're like, your back half's a lot better than your front half. What do you?
I mean, there's a reason why I'm with you. What you mean?
It's just like, there's no more missionary.
Oh man.
Stop that.
Fucking 12. What is this shit?
Let's get into some pop culture, man. Do you keep up with pop culture? What world do you exist in? Because there's a lot of differences between the kind of pop culture that someone like myself would keep up with and you. What do you frequent? You watch TV?
Why is it very different?
Because we exist on different parts of like the real world, I feel like. Like that's kind of
interesting.
We
Bobby likes Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift. Don't let him think that he's this crazy different person.
Listen,
we do exist on opposite spectrum.
Hold on. He said that like that's a ploy. There's like 2 episodes of this podcast where I play music at the end of the show. All right, we talked about Olivia when Sour came out for 45 minutes at the end. I can go right now, but everybody would hear that one again.
She deserves every bit of that 45 minutes too.
But yeah, man, like that, like just. What do you like? What makes you you? What do you keep up with that you find funny? And the reason I didn't say that we exist on different ends to be disrespectful. I said it to mean like I would hope that what we watch is different shit, so I can be put onto some new shit.
Right. No, I hear you. I don't know. I mean, I don't really like watch anything to like keep up with pop culture. I just open fucking Instagram and the algorithm knows what I want, bro. It's just like, here you go. This is exactly what you want.
I've been trying to train the algorithm to give me what I want, and they just really don't, bro.
Like
all I see on the explore page is like fucking bikini pictures and fucking. I literally follow
It goes
what?
with what you like.
No, 1000%.
No, it does not.
Yes,
He's
it
like,
is.
all I see is pictures of little kids all over my Instagram, bro.
No, it does not give you what you like, bro. Because I like so many stand-up clips, so many podcast clips of my favorite people, and I have to search their pages to go see their shit.
Bro, it's an average. You're just liking way more girls in bikinis.
I don't think that's agree. I don't think so. I don't know.
Wait, let me get a stand-up in there. Fuck.
Zuckerberg sent me an email that said it's not like that. I could read it to you guys.
Zuckerberg doesn't send emails, bro. He's a robot. Chill out.
But yeah. So who do you follow? What kind of like Instagram creators, like people that you like to?
Dude, I don't even like follow people like that on Instagram.
You just watch it.
I just go into like the little explore page, and it's like, you heard about fucking hot new hip hop dropping this year? You heard about rap news with this guy being dead? Yeah. You heard about Young Dolph getting shot in a cookie shop? And it's just like,
see, that shit, like that stuff is what I purposely blocked on Instagram. I have all those accounts blocked, because I don't want to see shit like that.
Right.
Fucking, I want to live in a world. I want to make, like, if I ever become dictator or something, like, we're only allowed to see good news. Like, we're literally only allowed to see good news. I need to change that.
Kind of unhealthy though. You know, suppress all the bad news,
bro. Absolutely, I would. Because, bro, nobody, like, they say shit like that. Like, you wake up, you check your phone first thing in the morning, like, 8 a.m., you're like, oh, a person that you listened to just yesterday is dead today. That shit fucking is more, I think that's more detrimental than just fucking there being no fucking...
No, I mean, I get what you're saying 100%, but it's also like, how am I going to write jokes? Like, what do you want me to do here, bro?
Dude, that's something, like, I just started writing jokes about, like, my real life and stuff like that, and, like, well, I'm not gonna give away material. Sorry, guys. I'll shut the fuck up. But come on and see a show. I have a joke about therapy that I'm working on. You'll know when you hear it. But Mikey, you did not give your top 5. It's 4:49, by the way. What time you got to go to work? I know you got to.
I don't have a job. What you mean I'm a comment?
Professional.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Mikey, what did you think in your brain when you said that? Did you think that we would be offended when you said that, like, actual professional comedians and we're referring to other people who aren't in front of you?
I mean, I think you guys should, like, how do I stop being rude? Like, know where you sit on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there are people actually making a real living off of this.
Mm-hmm. You mean I'm not bigger than Ali Sadiq?
I mean, you could be, but not in my world.
White man trying to bring me down.
Yeah.
But no, I
keep going.
I guess you could say you're professional. You know, you get money when you go on stage. It doesn't matter how much it is. Getting paid for something makes you a professional. I mean, I guess getting paid $12 for 5 minutes is, I mean, average that out. You're making a great living, you know, if you're on stage 40 hours a week. But
I got a question for you. Were you actually offended?
No.
Okay.
Well, from him, no. From Mikey, no. Because Mikey has a great respect for everything that goes on as well, and he's speaking from a place of like he's being honest.
Yeah.
Like the whole point of me doing this show and what I'm learning is like I am a lot of my friends' introduction into this kind of world. You know what I mean? So they have a different perspectives because they're not as in on everything as I am. You know what I mean? Like so. I wasn't offended, you know what I mean? But it does stick in my brain because, you know, at the same time as where you got to know, like you were saying, you got to know where you are, like where you can be and stuff like that. You also have to believe that you, like, you know what I mean? You got to like think of yourself as like a higher level than you are because stand-up's already brutal enough. Yeah. If you don't think highly of yourself or like, no, I'm, you know, I put in this amount of hours, like, you know, because you never... It's not linear. Nobody can ever be like, okay, I did that, and that's when I'm a professional. It's almost like when you feel that, you gotta go, and that's how I think.
Yeah. No. Anytime I talk to people about it, I'm like, you gotta build up like a weird fallacy in your head doing things. You need a
fallacy. That is a great word. You're the first person I've ever heard use that word.
I know words and shit. What's up, guys?
I gotta look that up. What does that mean?
Doesn't that mean
it's like a falsehood? Like it's not true.
I thought it meant like a soft penis.
I also thought it's soft penis.
Maybe I'm just thinking about
what did you just say? Fallacy?
Fallacy. Fallacy.
My dumb ass. Fallacy.
That boy is spelling bee right now.
I'm like,
I could be wrong. I could be way wrong, bro.
Fallacy definition.
A mistaken belief. Hey, yo.
No.
High school dropout. What's up?
Oh my god. Shit. Did I? Oh yeah, you did bring it up earlier. You were talking about you were South Florida.
Yeah.
When did you come here? Like when did you start doing?
I was like 7 or 8.
Okay.
I wasn't old enough that it made like a big impression on me, but I was old enough to be like, yo, these fucking honky tonks in Jacksonville. What the fuck is this? Also, I moved to like Orange Park when I first moved here, which wasn't the greatest place.
Yeah. I grew up. I used to run on like the north side, and like, but now I live over here.
Run the north?
What?
No, what? I take back everything I said.
No, I grew up on the north side of Jacksonville, man. What side were you on?
Man, I was everywhere, man. Like, I moved on.
This nigga, I was in the streets all the time, man. I ain't even on the side.
Whoa. But I lived everywhere except like the east side, so thank God on that, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I saw this thing.
Part of Jackson.
I saw this post on like I think it might have been Duval promo or some shit, bro, where it was like Nardo Wick wants to get all Jacksonville artists together for a concert, and it had like everybody on it, and I literally reposted that shit like, hey, I'm gonna catch that bitch on live stream. I'll turn on the news at 8:01 when the first
every Jacksonville rapper shot tonight.
Listen, y'all can be out there doing what y'all want to do. I'm gonna see y'all from the shade room.
Bro, it's weird how much there's like a normal like life going on in Jacksonville, and there's like a kind of like a gang war going on at the same time for like 3 years now, bro.
It's been longer than that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, been dropping like flies for a minute.
No, I feel like one of the biggest turning points though was when there was like that shooting at Sweet at the town center. What was it, like 5 years ago now? Like 4 or 5 people dead, and there was like a retaliation like the next day. I was like, oh shit. Like they're shooting at the town center, bro. They don't give a fuck what they're doing anymore.
Bro, and like that is why like fucking I don't want to see that the first thing in the morning. That's not what I would want to see if I wake up and go to social media. So and whenever I buy the metaverse that they building, nobody is gonna be able to see bad news. I don't know.
They're gonna buy the metaverse?
I might have to do something, you know? How else is it gonna happen? You know?
You just take it over. That's what dictators do, right? They don't buy that shit. They say, give me it.
Yeah, smart.
Let's see what else I got, man. What else do you have any questions for us? Do you have any questions for me?
I had one earlier, but I forgot it, so that was pretty good. I was just about to talk about something too, with like Jacksonville or something. I don't know. Oh no, if I don't have negative stuff in my news cycle somewhere, like that's literally what I'm trying to do when I write topical. I'm not like take that nice thing and make it nice. I'm like, young dog died in a cookie shop, bro. Those bitches were to die for, like just cliche, stupid, corny shit.
Okay, all right. I gotta like. That was funny. You should use that. But listen, here's the thing. You
better say that in no black audience. They gonna scream.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be it has to be like 2 years
Hey,
Played.
wait, I did a Kobe joke. Like that, it was the first joke I ever wrote in an all-black room, and when I tell you, like, round of applause, like, people were like, "You are the funniest white man I've ever met." Like, people were so dope about it.
They were like Gary Owen 2.0.
Bro, it was like a 2.5 minute Kobe joke, and they were like, "Hats off!" Like, wow.
Do you count how many laughs you get in each minute of the joke?
I don't, but I definitely pay attention to laughs for a minute because I feel like that's like the most crucial thing in stand-up. Honestly, like if you could like pick one metric. Like, I don't care how many jokes you have. I don't care how much time you do. How much can you sustain laughter?
Yeah.
Like,
do you, like, tell stories or anything? Or you, like...
I'm pretty bad about telling stories, but I think it's because I don't, like, love storytelling stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's weird because I started doing that here and there where I'll have, like, a minute and a half story and, like, a big payoff at the end. And that payoff is so much bigger than, like, the 30-second joke I tell. I think because you just sustain the suspense. I said sustain twice. Vocabulary.
That's fine. It's just words and a microphone. Nobody knows.
I do this every day, bro. Except I bomb harder than this normally.
My bomb brother, man. You made me feel much better when I bombed.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that night?
Let's go, man. What was that night like for you?
So
you went on before me, right?
One of the worst bombs of your life, and I'm talking about, like, it's a Monday.
Is that your work calling you?
No, bro, I don't have a job.
Oh, all right. Don't get fired for this podcast. We don't make no money.
This dude's outing me, outing himself, outing everything. This dude's outing us too. What the fuck, bro?
I'm being honest. I'm
Fuck Ali.
Shit.
I'm gonna go.
He's talking about Ali, my friend who did the podcast also, this woman, you know.
Yeah,
so,
I hate
women bashing again, Christian. Come on, man. No, I'm good. But yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You were just saying like it's one of the worst bombs of your life, and it was real bad, but it was just like I was like, well, here we go. It's Monday. Time to do this. No, I had a pretty bad set too, but the blind dude helped for sure. And like you were saying earlier, like the lead laugher, that's all you really need. At that point, other people can not like the jokes and shit, but it doesn't feel so bad. Because when you tell a joke and it flatlines, dog, like they don't even like, I'll take a boo. You can boo me before you let my shit flatlines off.
I will fight a nigga to boo. I really might I don't know, bro. I would much prefer the silence because I'm like, you could always make silence funny. That's what I'm learning like now. Like you can always make a joke not working funny.
Hey, I can make a boo funny too. What you mean?
Really?
People start booing me, it's like, yeah, it's your dad from the grave. Fuck out of here. What you mean? I don't know. Like you just gotta start ripping the people that give you something. But when they flatline, I don't have anything to feed except myself. I'm gonna hang myself up there, bro.
All right, I see where you're going. Absolutely, I love the different approach of like I just never thought of these spaces of comedy where like I would try to fit into.
Yeah. Like, no, I mean that night was bad too, but at the same time, it's like if you got one person in the room out of 6 that are laughing, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, honestly, like I love when the lead laugher is a girl. Because if a girl is laughing towards the front, bro, like, everybody's with her, bro. Like, her table's fucking with her. Like, the guy who fucking came with her, trying to leave with her, he's laughing. Like, that is the person
you
who,
ever
like...
have those weird moments, though, where, like, the girl's laughing, the guy's like, you making my girl laugh right now? And you're like, maybe.
No, honestly, you had that before? You were like,
100%.
What?
100%.
So why would you bring your girl to a show if you don't want her to laugh? What the hell?
They're insecure? I don't know, bro. Fuck. I didn't
fight them.
Fuck no, I didn't fight him.
I didn't know.
I'm not fighting you over some jokes, bro. You can keep your ugly ass girlfriend, bro. No, I just feel like it's a weird thing when like you see couples and breaking the girl first is a weird order. Because when you break the guy first, the girl's kind of like, oh, my boyfriend thinks this is funny. Let me see why I think it's funny. But when you break the girl first, the guy's like, the fuck's so funny about this dude? And you're like, I mean, you came to a comedy show. Do you want me to do bad, bro?
Yeah. I think, what do you think, Judah?
Well,
as an audience member who goes to comedy shows, I've seen you at shows. First of all, he wears AirPods at shows.
Listen to
he wears AirPods at comedy shows.
You gotta do it.
And so you know, he hears the jokes later than everyone else.
But if you saw how much effort and time I put into it, you'd be like, damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure, dude, exactly. But I know I've seen you look at someone else before you laugh at a joke.
I'm definitely laughing on my own now. I don't. It's no leash involved when I laugh, but I will say it does help. Like it just breaks the barrier. Like okay, they found that funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
I mean, approval through laughter is like what everybody does, but it does suck when you're up there and you see somebody look around to laugh, and I'm like, you thought it was funny. Fuck you. Now I don't like you.
You gotta lock in, man.
But yeah, she didn't think it was funny because the joke was about her. Fuck you.
I really think the opposite though, man. I think like what I've in my experience, bro. If you make the girl laugh or like break the girl first or whatever, or like they are gonna talk to you after the show and be like, hey, like, when are you gonna be performing again? Yeah. Can we come? Like, guys don't really approach you like that unless you blew the roof off that fucking joint and like everybody's like they're drunk or they're loose or something. Yeah. Like, I've literally had a good set and then just like I would be standing there and like we're like mostly men in the room and like people just go home. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I literally stand and I after every show I pass out flyers. I'll talk to people or whatever. Like people just go home. Like guys don't care. But like if women are there and women are laughing and women are having a good time, it's so much easier to promote yourself and promote your work.
No, I agree with you. I think women are just like more loyal fans of anything when it comes to it. Like they feel more, I don't know if bound is the right word, but I definitely think they just put more effort into like, caring about something. Because if they feel an emotional shift, like they really care about it. But dudes, like, I don't know, they just don't let that like emotional shift happen a lot.
Yeah.
And
I've been trying to get him to be emotional with me on this show. One of these podcast episodes, we're going to cry together. Maybe episode 100.
I wish that was my episode.
All right, Judah, you ready? You going to
You can cry and laugh at your face.
Not gonna cry with me, bro? Where we at? All right, guys. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about, man? I had a great time sitting here and talking with you. Y'all boys got anything before we close out? Christian, what's up? Where can people find you?
You can find me Monday through Thursday at a mic near you somewhere. You can find me in New York in a year. You can find me as the headliner on any tour that you could ever think of in 3 years. And you can find me as the biggest guest of this podcast ever in 5.
White boy talking spicy!
I gotta do it before they can cancel me.
What's your Instagram name? Tell them.
My Instagram name is my name, Christian Blaker _ because there's some piece of shit in the world that has just Christian Blaker taken. Like, can't even find that dude to try and get it off of him.
Guys, this has been another great episode of The Writer's Block. Episode 42. I'm having such a great time. Once again, like I said, man, shout out to all of y'all, man. I'm trying to push 500 downloads before this year is up. But shout out to all 400 of y'all who've been listening, and I didn't know because Anchor and Spotify were lying to me. I literally, from this day forward, bro, not even this day forward, I've really been doing a lot, but like, I'm here for y'all. I'm locked in with everybody. We're going to bring out more content, more fun guests like this. Christian definitely has to come back. Y'all are going to see him a lot more. There's this thing where every comedian says this, and it's kind of like a cliche shit. We're like, oh yeah, let's write together. Let's work on some jokes. You know what I mean? But do you get that a lot? Like, have you ever had those moments?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Christian and I, we've been working on some stuff, chatting back and forth. I have a great time learning from you. You've taught me a lot about comedy, to be honest. Like, you started a year ago. I started in 2018. And, like,
I don't even know what I'm doing, bro.
Dude, nobody knows.
Just going up there and saying some controversial shit.
That's literally like a part of the flight. Like, you just gotta go until you figure it out.
Yeah.
Judah, what's your Instagram?
Oh, you can find me at Judah Wright, JUDAHRT.
Everybody on this podcast sounds like fucking Doc Rivers, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Sorry.
Mikey, do you wanna plug your Insta, your anything?
You can find me on Twitter at Quota, KWOTA.
That's your what? Oh, at Twitter.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, no, I know you.
Well, see, the key is with Twitter, you don't want to put your actual real name, your actual real face on there.
Oh, you're one of those.
I am now. I didn't used to be.
Do you have an egg profile picture still?
No. Okay. It's the llama from Emperor's New Groove.
All right. Once again, guys, thank you. Judah, do you have a song? Christian, I don't know if you know this. I didn't tell you before, but you got to pick a song to play it in the show. That's how we end every episode of this podcast. We play some jams, play some music. My song today for the sound bar, this is Fly With Me by Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine. Tomorrow, I don't know where I'll be, but I'll be there. I hope you join me. It's the Writer's Block with Bobby Brown Jr. We'll be back with some more music soon. Hope y'all have a great day out there. If you're listening to this on Monday, I hope you get some Monday head. But we appreciate everybody else who comes along and listens the rest of the week as well. Hey! You got a song you want to play?
There you go. Good.
Well, I just muted the mics. You have a song that you want to play so I can
Oh,
search
my
it?
bad. IDK, Dogs Don't Lie. Put me on
What
the
is
spot. Dogs Don't Lie by IDK.
I mean, you can look through your phone now. You got 3 minutes on this.
Oh, no. I mean, that's straight. I know I've been listening to recently, that album.
So it's IDK, Dogs
Don't Lie.
Got it.
You listen to IDK at all?
I just saw this album on iTunes like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I bought 2 songs.
He's real good. His last album was really good too, the one before that.
Yeah, I'm one of the people who still buys music.
Yeah, I know you're crazy. You're just giving them
I'm
money.
not crazy. I just support people, bro. I support the creators.
Oh, God damn it. All right, fair. Got me on that one.
That's
Yo, just look up their like Venmo or something.
Listen, if you're gonna be a comedian, you're like you sell a merchant ship. You can
I support that a little more. The reason why I don't support that as much because they get like a fraction of it, and it's like, bro.
No, when you buy it, they get all of that. When you stream it, Drake gets 30% of whoever you.
Yeah, but doesn't their label take like 80% of their buys too? They get like $2 per buy, yeah.
We'll talk about it. I gotta intro your song. All right, that was "Fly With Me" by Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine Griselda. Christian, the song that you got today, you want to tell the people what it is?
It's "Dogs Don't Lie" by IDK and Royce da 5'9".
I love Royce, dude.
He's
Royce
really
is a
good.
beast,
He's
bro.
really good.
Royce is a beast.
Even after all these years, he's good.
This is "Dogs Don't Lie" by IDK. You got a song, Judah?
Yeah. G Herbo, you can't. G Herbo, you can't.
I got you.
There are already fucking issues in there. Like a lot
There
of
were
shit.
more over here, but
What's this?
they are now
Shit, bro.
in my room.
These are all full too.
Yeah. That was a compromise. I can make my studio here, but the shoes have to go somewhere, so they're in my bedroom.
Don't you hate that double standard though? Like, guys can't buy cheap shoes, but girls can.
I buy cheap shoes all the time.
No, you don't, bro.
They
'cause
don't
you're,
buy cheap shoes. How can you
you're
buy
still
cheap
buying
shoes?
like brand name Nikes and
I don't buy. I literally have not like. These shoes are 3 years old, and my mom bought me these. The only
yes,
shoes
and
I
girls do
pay
the same
for-
thing with a
listen,
pair of shoes from Kohl's.
The only shoes that
$10,
I pay for now, I buy like New Balances that are newer, but like I literally like $20 Crocs from Walmart, nigga. Like
Yeah, but see, girls can buy $20. Girls can buy fake Adidas Stan Smiths and wear them, and no one say a damn thing. Walk in this room with some fake Adidas Stan Smiths on, see what's
Walk
gonna
anywhere
happen.
with Yeezy and watch somebody fucking literally
Yeah,
inspect your
yeah,
fucking
wait,
ride.
well,
fake
we got
Yeezys
you
were
this song, and
huge.
then we'll be out. We'll be clear. All right, that was "Dogs Don't Lie" by IDK. So that's kind of music you like, Christian.
Yeah.
All right, and we got Judah is ending the show today. He has what was the name of yours? I lost it again. I'm sorry.
G Herbo, you can't.
G Herbo, you can. All right, y'all. We gone. We out of here. Love y'all. Peace out.